Good morning to all of you. I must first apologize for not coming in person for this very important meeting and discussion on a very controversial project of tunnel road being proposed by Government of Karnataka. Unfortunately, because of my other pre-engagements and travel schedules, I am not able to come. But I still wanted to give and pass on this message very clearly with our whole assessment and purely technical assessment and simulation of the tunnel roads that we have done. We are very convinced that it neither has any merit in terms of solving the traffic problems, neither for short term nor for long term, and at the same time in terms of its impact on environment, its impact on climate, its impact on sustainability, its impact on livability, and also the resiliency of Bangalore city. This project and like such projects that government has been thinking in past and now that they have proposed will have a lot of damaging effect for the city. I must say that Bangalore is already past a tipping point where the city is going down in terms of sustainability, livability and resilience, unless there are drastic rethinking and reimagination of how we want to see and build the city and develop the city so that we can reverse this negative trend or declining trend of the city. A project like tunnel road is counterintuitive and counterproductive to the whole philosophy of moving or maximizing the throughput of people and goods across the transport system, which is what is the key goal of a mobility system, not empty vehicles or cabins where one person is sitting in a big car and so on. Likewise, when you propose a tunnel road and you're charging a toll of almost 300 rupees for one ride, one way, this also unfortunately makes it extremely difficult for a majority of commuters and riders to use it. Because otherwise, if you're using on a daily basis for to and fro trip using tunnel road, you'll be shelling out at least 18 to 20,000 rupees per month just for using tunnel road 2 times in a day, which is cost prohibitive even for a well-paid employee or a well-paid person in the city. And so when we simulated this tunnel road, the actual traffic loadings and the relief on the existing road is so little and so meager that it no way justifies the proposal of tunnel road. We are actually getting, in the best scenario, hardly 10% of the capacity that they are planning to build as the traffic coming on the tunnel road, which is a colossal waste of the money. Plus, if you think about the efficiency parameter of your investment, which is maximizing the output for a given investment cost. Here we are looking at the output of the throughput of moving people, how much you are able to maximize, which is in terms of passengers per hour per direction. And if you divide it by the investment cost to build a tunnel for 1 kilometer, incidentally, a road tunnel cost for a 1 lane width is much higher than a metro tunnel cost for the same 1 lane width, in which you can lay a track of a metro. Even if you assume that the tunnel cost of construction of tunnel for both metro and road is same, what you would see is the capacity in terms of passengers per hour per direction on a tunnel road for 1 lane would be hardly 1,800 passengers per hour per direction, whereas for the same width where you have a metro track on it gives you capacity up to 69,000 passengers per hour per direction. This is based on calculating a one train arriving every 1.5 minutes with 6 coach. If you have 9 coach, you can actually increase the capacity further beyond 69,000. So your difference of capacity or the output is almost 40 times for the same amount of investment. Who can justify then such a tunnel road project anywhere in the world? At the same time, we have to understand that this whole aspirational aspect of owning and using car is not new to India. It has been observed and experienced in United States in early 60s and in Europe in 70s. United States took a path which we are trying to imitate now, going beyond going just behind the car ownership chase and keep building more road infrastructure. Yeah, whereas Europe actually took a very different turn, and you will see examples of Switzerland, Zurich, Amsterdam, where people cycle, Paris, where half of the trips are on walk, or London, where 450 plus kilometer of network is already running. You would find that the concepts of livability and sustainability have been understood much better, and its connection to mobility in European cities than in American model. So if we are changing our American model, which is unsustainable for this world, we are already going to create a very difficult and extremely unsustainable and unlivable situation for us, because in United States at least the land mass is very high, their population densities are much lower, and so they are able to spread out and drive, but their carbon footprint, their energy consumption, their lifestyle, the carbon footprint of their lifestyle is so high that if everybody or every country adopts an American lifestyle, it's going to be extremely unsustainable. So keeping all these things in mind, we have to be aware that this is not the way we can see our city. I'll say the last important point here, that as we become rich, as we grow our standard of living in terms of GDP per capita or in terms of annual average income per capita, and Honorable Prime Minister has already laid this vision of next 25 years up to 2047 trying to become developed economy. In this period, we have to ensure that we decouple our increase or improvement in standard of living from car ownership and use, both car ownership and use. So while we increase our standard of living and make it better for each and every citizen, which is what is the core development goal we should have, we should actually decouple car ownership as well as use in terms of mode share as well as vehicle kilometers traveled on cars, on personal vehicles. If we decouple that, that is where the fundamental strategy lies. Not just to solve our mobility and congestion problem in a sustainable way, but also to make our cities livable, make the quality of life better for every citizen, and make our cities more resilient. Thank you, and I hope with this deliberation and the outcomes, we'll be able to submit our representation as a collective mass to the government to hopefully take right decision in the interest of every citizen of the city. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. I must first apologize for not coming in person for this very important meeting and discussion on